Hey my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, hi, my name is GoY, but you can also call me Willeke. And welcome back to episode 21 of the Eco Lifestyle Let's Play that we're doing here on this channel. And if you haven't watched the last episode, make sure you do it before watching this one, so you know why our little eco queen is smiling over here, because she's looking very, very happy. So make sure that you watch the episode. Did you watch it? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments below. And you're going to get the spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Our girl got engaged. So she's now engaged to Aiyden. In the last episode, I made a little bit of a machinima scene at the end where Aiyden took her out on a date to the park in Samashuno, where he proposed to her. So he's not living with us at the moment. They're not living together. But I am planning on moving him in either this episode or the next. But I'm so excited that they're now engaged. Their relationship, it's had its ups and downs. They've definitely gone through a lot already. And now engagement is the next step in their relationship. So maybe there will be at one point a baby in... Ooh. This is definitely something that we're going to be doing. Dante will be definitely doing it, but not this episode. I think I'm going to do that for the next episode. But yeah, I'm so stoked that they're engaged now, that they're happy, that they've kind of overcome the thing that happened with them with their son, where they lost their baby. It's something that was really constraining on their relationship at one point, where I saw them just not being able to fully communicate. They were still really cute together and they were still really supportive of each other. But Nia, she was definitely depressed for such a long time, and I'm so happy to see that now that she's now happy again. That she's just in a good mood. And this guy is in a Speedo over here. Okay, sure, if you want to. But we do need to work a little bit from home as we are still working on our promotions. We're on level 7 now of the... I'm kind of forgetting the... We're now at level 7, we're a civic planner. Hopefully we'll be getting to a new promotion next. We just need to present a municipal concept and interview about utilities. So let's see if we can draft one, because I'm not sure if we can actually... I think the ones in here are both of great quality, so yeah, they are. So why don't you... Ooh, we can modify one. Let's modify one. And then draft one as well. Stop working on the chest. Then also we do need to do a little bit of interviewing about utilities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably ask either one of these people who are out in their bikini and their Speedo to see if they want to do an interview about utilities and to see if they want to listen to our municipal concept. So after you are done, do a cheerful introduction. If we miss them, I'll just look for some other people. But for now, we're just going to make sure that everything is fine. And Daniel, he's just upgrading everything, so why don't we scavenge for parts? Haven't done this in a while, but might be nice. So we can just have some stuff that we can potentially use as a way of making more money, even though we definitely don't need the money. But it's nice to have. So scavenge for parts with everything. Is there any more that we can scavenge? Don't think so. After that, you can just throw away everything. And he does need a little bit of a shower, so Daniel, why don't you take a shower afterward? I have been doing some upgrading as well off camera, so I upgraded this one. So now it has... it has some stuff. I'm not sure what I upgraded. Usually I tend to forget with those kind of stuff, but now we don't have any more eco upgrade parts. So Daniel, as usually, he's just going to focus on that. I do have something in store for Daniel, which is probably also not going to happen in this episode. But it will definitely be happening before the end of this Let's Play, where I do have a little bit more of a storyline for Daniel. So if you guys are excited for that, let me know in the comments below. Because Daniel, he has been doing well. He's been just going along, working on his Master Maker aspiration, on his gigs, which is still not finishing up, unfortunately, so it's still glitched. But he's just been doing what he loves to do, not really talking to too many friends or having any romantic interest. So that's why I do have something planned for him, so that he doesn't like draw the short end of the stick. But at least I do want to give him something nice. And Nia, are you alright, or what is happening with you? How are you? Okay, this is not right, because she has definitely stopped alright. all night. So I'm just going to bump your energy up, even though it should have been bumped up already. Maybe not fully, maybe just about here. But she definitely should have had at least some energy. And we're also going to keep working on getting some repeals for the sharing is caring. And then hopefully we can also make people vote for the green part, because it's still trashy in his neighborhood. Like, if you look at this, it's just disgusting. I want to get rid of it. And I think you guys also like this neighborhood if it's a little bit nicer and better. So we're just going to talk to this guy, Brennan. Nox is over here as well, I think. He's walking over there, so maybe we can get his signature if we haven't had it already. Let's just talk to this guy, see if he can actually just do this little bit of listening to us. So present your concept. And then let's also do a little bit of interviewing, and then hopefully we can convince him to support our cause as well. That should be getting rid of all of the things that we have to do for today with Nia, which is nice. Let's see. Friendly interview, where is it? Can't find it as usual. There we go. And then let's also convince him to support... Can't convince him to support it, so hopefully we can convince like the green initiatives in conversation. Hopefully people will be voting for it. And if not, then we'll just cry a little bit. Okay, so he is convinced, that's nice. If he doesn't want to convince for the green, let's see if we can do water conservation maybe. Or tech support. Tech support wouldn't really work. I think water conservation is then the next step. So let's just have him convince working on voting on water conservation. If I can talk. And we're done with the job for today, which is nice. We need one more signature. So this guy, he's definitely looking interested in the NAPs. So why don't we just do a little bit of introducing ourselves to Victor Fan. Let's say Victor Fang. Kind of need to say it a little bit more in the way of the language. Okay, let's see. Are we doing an introduction to him? Nancy Landgrab is also coming over. Never mind. Clara Björkesen. I do not know my Sims, do I? Also do a cheerful introduction to her. And then let's see if we can get a signature of either one of them. Apparently not from Victor. So hopefully we can get it from Nancy, if she is so nice as to listen to our cheerful introduction. She's a little bit of uncomfortable, so hopefully she'll at least listen to us. And for some reason she's really pierced up. Not sure if that's actually supposed to be, but we'll just we'll go with it and get that signature repeal. So that we can finally get rid of sharing is caring. Like, I've been trying to get rid of it in my Lexi challenge as well. I got rid of it, now I just need to get rid of roughhousing. So I'm really happy once we're actually going to be able to. And we're also going to have her vote for water conservation. Because I'm not sure, but we should not have the green conversation. So let's see. I'm just going to see if we can actually do some voting ourselves. If we can, that would be really nice. Then Daniel, what are you doing? You wanted to talk to Brendan. Is he in our house? Because if so, I kind of want him to get out of our home. Just to make sure that he doesn't steal any of our stuff. Because I'm really frightened of that. Throw everything away. I'm not seeing him over here. So I don't think he's in our house. It's interesting that he actually wanted to chat to Brendan. Yeah, he's not in our house, so that's fine. That's nice and dandy, so why don't you do some more fabricating? It's the next day and Daniel is looking so sad, so I was just checking why, and apparently he has a loss in the family, so I was checking his relationships, and guys, his dad died. That's so sad. like he was building up the relationship with his dad. He was trying to like become a lot more happy with his dad, that they had a good relationship. And now that they finally do, and that it was finally good between the two of them, his dad has died. I'm so sad for his mom. Like his mom probably is like so sad. So we're going to give a little Eliza, our mom, a call. Let's see how she's doing, because if if Daniel is sad, like Eliza will probably be also feeling really sad. Then he does need some food, so why don't we also have him just serve some breakfast? Let's see, maybe we can just do a quick breakfast Campbell. And let's see, Nia, she is a little bit dazed. She was just submitting some municipal projects, and she is actually ignoring prank day. It is prank day in today, but she ignores it from being hot-headed. Let's see, can we also do something with you? I'm kind of thinking that maybe you can do a little bit of knitting today, so why don't you knit some... Let's see what you can do. I'm kind of feeling that you can maybe knit a little bit of a rug. So why don't you do a teal and green rug? And she does feel a little bit bad because it's her period. So she is feeling bad because her ovaries are hurting. Or at least I think it's her. Oh no, she's feeling dizziness, but it's the ovary symbol. She's feeling hot-headed. It's disgusting looking everywhere. So she's also not in the greatest mood. But I feel really sad for our poor Daniel. He's just doing some fizzy juicing, some making of the fizzy juice, because he needs some distraction. So we're just going to have him do a little bit of cooking, trying to distract himself. I'm also going to have him make a sap painting, because usually for him, being creative is his way of having fun. It's his outlet of basically dealing with his emotions. But this episode has taken a sad turn real quick with his dad dying. His mom, I think, like she probably also will be very sad. So why don't we send her a send text? Just try to make sure that we stay in contact with our mom. Yeah, she's just enjoying her knitting over here. And what I think what we're going to do today is we're going to finally vote on a community space. So hopefully that will cheer up a little Aiyden as well. I keep saying little with all of my sims, even though they're like elders and adults. But I definitely think that we're going to make like a little bit of a maker space here. Maybe I'm going to do some upgrading in between episodes to make it a lot more greener. Because with this neighborhood, we're kind of on green, but it's definitely not doing the greatest, and I want to make like all the trash gone. I want to get rid of it, but I can't vote for it, unfortunately. And hopefully at the makerspace we can also get some more stuff in there so that it's like nice for Daniel to hang out at. And yeah, we'll see. Oh, Dante's coming over as well. Well, hello Dante. You know you're always welcome as our big brother. So why don't we also have Nia invite him in? You can stop doing a little bit of knitting and invite your brother over. Let's see. Invite him in. Yes, I know the door is closed. Then you can just continue knitting. Teal and green rock. I kind of wondering, because I haven't done a lot of knitting with her, what her current skill level is. Let's just check all of her skills. Why don't we do that? So she's gardening level 7, she's logic level 7, charisma level 5, knitting level 4, and then the rest of the traits or not traits, the rest of the skills we're not really working on. So she's kind of doing well with like most of the traits that we're working on. Then I'm also going to have her go to the toilet and get some food because she doesn't want to do that. And then let's see for Daniel's skills, because I'm kind of interested in his as well. So he's fabrication level 8, he's really close to level 9. He's painting level 7, cooking level 6, which is normal because he does basically all the cooking in the home. He's handiness level 5, fitness level 4. Where did you get the fitness level 4? And then I also kind of had him starting on the gourmet cooking, so he is gourmet cooking level 3 and juice fizzing level 2, but that's fine because I wasn't really focusing on doing some juice fishing with him, but it's nice to see that he still has like a little bit of a skill. And this one it's still working, so that's nice. And then he's going to do sap painting, and probably after that I'll have him do some fabrication. I think potentially if we do one more upgrade part or fabricated upgrade part, it might just switch him over to a level 9. I don't know, maybe potentially. But we'll see. At least we're going to have him do that because we need to reach level 10 regardless. It's still a struggle doing it, but at least we're killing 2 flies in one go, as the Dutch saying goes. With just having him create upgrade parts, then grading everything, trying to make a lot greener. So he's kind of working like onto his things while Nia is just convincing the world on living a lot more green. Why don't you also, Nia, do a little bit of talking to your brother? I think he would like it. He comes over, he wants to spend some time with you, so you should definitely do some talking with him. Why don't you... Let's see, have we already asked for his signature? I think we have. Why don't you do a little bit of brightening his day? You're not really going to prank him, but maybe we can just do some jokes. Oh, glitch in my game is back where I don't have the option. See, there we go. Funny. Why don't you do a self-depreciation joke? That always helps with feeling a bit dazed. And I think she probably also will be talking to like Daniel, trying to cheer him up a bit. So that's why we're also going to the makerspace, or at least the potential makerspace, to just cheer him up, like give him a different scenery, have him think about some different stuff than what he's going through right now. And I think we're also going to be inviting over not Daniel, Aiyden with us as well, so that we can have like Aiyden with us. We can invite him over to come and live with us because we are fiancé and fiancée. At least that's how you pronounce it, I think. But they are engaged, so we should definitely do that as well. And still, I feel really sad for my boy. My really precious soft boy. He is feeling inspired right now by doing some painting. That's usually how he like deals with his emotions. But it's still really sad to see that he's like having the tears in his eyes, doing a little bit of painting while trying to cheer himself up. He's looking a lot happier now, but I think it's just him focusing on what he loves to do instead of him actually being happy. And it's never good to bury your feelings, but I think that's what he's doing with the painting right now. Whereas Nia, she's just always feeling everything. Right now she's angry and she just feels the angerness, whereas I think Daniel is a little bit more of bottling his feelings up. But after he finishes up doing his stuff and Nia talks a little bit more with Dante, I think we're going to head over to Makerspace, so I'll see you guys over there. So we've arrived in Sprucewood Square with the gang, and it's actually been a week since I filmed the first part of this episode. So what happened is some stuff got in the way of my personal life, and I couldn't finish this episode. So it was supposed to go up instead last week, but now we're doing it this week. So this is basically a combination of 2 different filming days. And I do remember that we were planning on voting for the makerspace. So Nia, why don't you go ahead? And then also Daniel, you can vote as well. Oh, Eliza. She wanted to have a movie night. And I really want her to come over or basically like see her. Even like everybody's wanting to watch TV shows with us, but like I do know that Eric died and then it's like really sad. But let's see, first let's vote for the makerspace. We could just do a couple of votes. But Eliza, she's now a widow, her husband passed away, so it's really sad, and I actually really feel bad for Daniel losing his dad. He actually does want to, he wants to shush. No, we're not going to shush. We're not going to shush our little boy Aiyden. What we are going to do instead is ask him to move in with us. So I did plan to ask him to move in this episode. We're not going to get married now. I do plan to marry them or get them, let them have a wedding. I cannot talk. Let them have a wedding before the end of this series. We're just going to put a bunch in it. So that they can build their little family. And I do also have something really, really nice planned for the final episode, which is going to be episode 25. And I am so excited for it. I hope you guys will like it as well. I think you guys will like it too. But we're just going to ask Aiyden to join our household. And ooh, she does need to use a pet. She has a heavy blood. Oh, poor girl. I can not relate with you, but I do know that like periods can be a definite issue. So why don't you just use a pet and first of all let Aiyden move in, because of course we can have little Aiyden move in with us. He's not going to bring any money in because he will probably make a lot of money and we have more than enough stuff. And also DeAndre and Jamie, they do need their money. So we're just going to leave all the money with them. Hopefully Jamie will survive with her older brother DeAndre. So I do still plan on also making a little bit more of a story about DeAndre. There is a story about DeAndre that I haven't really shown you guys yet. But I do want to show it to you guys at one point. So we're just going to have her replace her pet. Then also use a tampon. And then she can also take a fertility awareness test. Because I'm kind of interested to see what she's at. And this is actually the female toilets, right? Yes, it is. And then let's see if we can take a little bit of a closer look at Aiyden. He's a little bit hungry at the moment. He does want to be a friend of the world. Although I'm not really seeing the options over here. I think there is a little bit of a glitch in my game with this one in particular. And then for his skills, he doesn't have any skills. I know he has skills, like I know he has skills for sure, so there is a little bit of a glitch with him. He doesn't really like Dante. He does know everything about Nia. He did have a little bit of a relationship with Eric. I think he's friends with Tina. He can't really see her relationships. I know there's the new thing where we can see relationships, but I don't know how. And he is also friends with his brother and his sister, but there's not really like a close relationship. And then for his personality, he is a green feed, he is self-assured, he is erratic, he is innocent, meaning that positivity and happiness have a great power to uplift others, but they can appear very childish, and their optimistic perspective causes them to be too naive. So he is a really optimistic sim, and we also seen it from the machinima scene that I did where they were talking about the loss of their baby. And also he is a hero sim, meaning that he's eager to demonstrate the courage to prove their worth and confidence. Subsequently, they might end up appearing arrogant by looking for faults in others to feel good about themselves or pick fights. He's also a supervisor, meaning that he is an excellent administrator, unsurpassed at managing things or people. His popular hobbies are building and repairing things around the home, gardening, volunteering, community service, and playing and watching sport. And I do think gardening definitely suits him. What's happening here? She is flirting with our man. No. You're going to tell her off because she is not going to flirt with you. So you can do a respectful introduction. No, we're going to do a mean introduction. Let's do a rude introduction because for some reason she just started flirting with us. And no, we're not going to do that. I don't care. You're already taken, so you don't get to flirt with us. And I do think that she just saw him cheating as well, didn't she? I think oh no. She didn't, but she is feeling oversensitive. Also, let's see what her fertility tracker said. It resulted in 0% chance of becoming pregnant. So I kind of want to see her pregnancy tracker just in case, because I kind of want them to try for a baby. So check your period checker. And Aiyden, he's still feeling really, really sad. So maybe you can just talk a little bit with Tina, who is kind of becoming more and more your best friend. Maybe you can do like some pranks on her, just because it is a prank day. And then maybe you can also just confide in her, talk about you feeling sad. I think Nia would definitely understand losing a family member that's so close to you. But he's just going to also talk to Tina. So let's see. Maybe we can just have him ask her for advice. Who's calling you, Aiyden? Oh, so Aiyden just moved out and his sister's already like, you can't come over, right? You're not going to abandon me. Jamie, we're not. Don't worry about it. We're not. You're just going to stop chatting with Elle as well. And okay, there we go. We now have his skills. So he has research and debate level 8, which is really, really good. Charisma level 7, logic level 5, mischief level 3. Then everything else that he has is level 1. And then he does work as a lead lecturer. So he did study I think it was my story that he studied psychology. And he's actually a professor at level 7. So he does still have to write a scholarly paper, and his work does start on Monday. So do you have the same working days? So they both have Sunday off, which is nice. I think they also both have Friday. No, he does work on Friday, she doesn't. So the only time that they both have off is Sunday. But he does have some vacation days, and our girl can always work from home. She does have a lot of vacation days too. Kind of thinking maybe we can take a little bit of a snowy escape family vacation with the two of them. Let's see, you're just going to talk to your man, maybe do some romantic interactions with him. Just because we can. And she does feel really sad, so why don't you just give him a super romantic compliment, show Elphaba that he's your man for sure. And then Daniel, he's actually telling her an inside joke. That's so sweet. He and Tina, they both are from the LGBTQ community, and I think that's kind of where they bonded over, because they both are from the same community. They both have like a different sexuality than not the normal standard, but them being heterosexuals, and I think that's kind of what they bonded about. So it's kind of nice to see like the two of them bonding a lot. So I'm just going to have him hug her as like as a friend. I don't think he's attracted to her. I think she was at one point attracted to him actually. But he's just going to do a little bit of cute interactions with her, being funny and everything. See, maybe we can do some... Tell a joke about barnacles. We're just going to do something that's from Prank Day. I think that's actually in Mischief. My bad. Let's go to Mischief instead. So what we're going to do is we're going to trick her with the handbuster, do like what's the spot. Just a couple of interactions so he gets it out of the way. So that he has a nice prank day, and at least that makes him happy. No mean interactions, just mischievous.
Yibs.
And Nia, she's just talking with Aiyden, just being nice with him, having like some cute interactions. Why don't you just ask him for advice as well, just to get you out of that really sad looking face? Because he's the one that always cheers you up. He's like there for you, and I think as future spouses you should be there for each other whenever you feel bad or whenever you have like any problems. Just keep communicating, and of course that put like a nice smile right on her face. So talking with him, it definitely helped her, which is nice to see. So now that we can actually do some actual romantic interactions, why don't we just have them dive for thrills? Something that they've done before. I'm not sure if that's actually also what she wants. Well, she does want to make out with him, so we can do a little bit of a dive for thrills with the two of them. And then let's see, maybe there will be something about sentiments that will be happening with them diving for thrills together. Let's see. But we'll just go here with Tina and Daniel talking together. Let's see if he's actually going to do some cute interactions. Get the prank day out of the way. Though my poor baby is still really, really sad looking. And he's also looking from... oh no, his skincare has expired. Well, we definitely have to make it right then. Definitely have to give him his skincare back. But he does like doing like the mischief scale. He does like being a little mischievous now and then. So why don't you do one more just to get it out of the way? Mischief. I don't want to do another trick with the hand passer, just because we can. And then I don't want to have to take it. No, Daniel, you were way too fast. I'd actually wanted to have it as like the picture for a little. Let's see, our little thumbnail. So check with hand buzzer one more time. I'm just going to stand ready to have it be our thumbnail. There we go. He's kind of looking like, are you accepting of this? You don't mind me electrocuting you? Are you sure it's fine? Yes? Are you? So Ania and Aiyden, they're definitely going for it, but I'm going to send Daniel home. I'm also going to send the other two home after they come out of the dumpster. And at least they had woohoo. Let's see if it was pleasant. She thinks it's pleasant. Let's see what he thought. He's also pleasantly satisfied. So both of them, they are pleasantly satisfied. But I'm going to send both of them home to start living together, spend their first night together as being spouses for future spouses that live together. But if you guys like this episode, click that little like button down below. Comment if you're excited for the wedding. I will be doing it in episode 23, I think. That's when they will get married. And as I said before, I do still have some plans for Daniel. So don't think he will be left behind with his little relationships and everything. I do have something more in plan for him. So also let me know if you're excited for that. And if you have Scott already, please do so you can join the lovely family. And I'll see you guys on Thursday for Legacy Challenge. Bye, lovelies.
I saw her standing in the street alone. Her head was down, face locked onto her phone. And I wished I